Cool. Hi, guys. Mikel is following quickly behind, so if we can keep it to 1 or 2, we'll start with English and then we'll go on to a few German at the end. Alex, do you want to kick us off?
Hi, Kai. Champions League round of 16 and you're back at Bayer Leverkusen. So what's it like to be back here at this stage?
Yeah, I think it's amazing. I think I already saw a lot of familiar faces and obviously a lot of memories are coming up. And especially for me, playing for Arsenal, playing for this club, coming back to my childhood club is amazing. And I can't wait for the game tomorrow.
You've come back from a knee injury at the beginning of the season. You're building up your minutes. How have you found this season? Would it be fair to say it's been a bit stop-start for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think for me personally, obviously, we all know it was not what I expected it to be. But I always think that things happen for a reason. And now I'm back and I feel good. And I'm happy to help the team again. Obviously, it was, as you said, stop and start. But sometimes football is like this. Haven't really faced a challenge like this before my career. So, just tried to give everything to be back as soon as I could. And, now I'm just happy to be back and be here and help the team.
Tom?
Hi, Kai. While you were out, Martin Odegaard was also out at similar times, and we saw in that documentary that came out that you're quite close as a friendship. Did you support one another through that time that you were out together?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, not only him. I think for me personally, I can speak about the whole club. Everyone has been behind me. It started all with my hamstring injury I had the year before. It's I think good to say that it was unbelievable from the whole team, from the players, from the coaching staff. Obviously, to be injured is not the nicest thing, and Martin has gone through the same thing at the moment, and obviously he's been part of it as well. Because we are very close friends and try to lift each other up here and there. But at the end of the day, the players. The whole club has been amazing, and I think that's what you need, especially when you're out and seeing the boys doing so well. You just want to be part of it. I think obviously it's tough for him, but I think he's going to be hopefully back very soon.
And when you were coming back, you started to play behind the centre forward position a little bit in the number 10 role. So it might mean that you and Martin are going to be competing for a very similar position on the pitch. How do you feel about that?
I think competing is part of football. I think in general, when you see our squad is unbelievable, the players we have, and I think competing is very healthy for us. We're lifting each other in training in the game, and just it does a lot to our game as well, because everyone basically can play every game. And I think that's so important, and we've seen, especially this season, how important it is sometimes in games when you need a goal or need to defend a goal. Everyone can come in, and I think sometimes it's tough for the manager to decide who's playing, who's not playing. But I think that's our job, to make it hard for him. So I think competition is always good, and I think there's not going to be a lot of arguments, especially between players about anything. It's just we are a team, and we all have to compete together and win games.
James?
Kai, just on the injuries, I mean, you said it's one of the biggest sort of challenges of your career. Can you just talk about the kind of mental aspect of coming back, thinking you're back and you're ready to play, and then having another injury? I mean, are you having to learn to trust your body again?
I think so, yes, in a way, because obviously I had 2 injuries now 3 injuries behind each other, but for me it was just tough because I never felt that pain before in my life, and it just came randomly. But I tried to go through these things, and obviously I got my support from at home as well, my family. That helped me a lot during that time. But obviously, having 2 surgeries after another is not easy. But I think I'm professional enough to know that's also this is part of football sometimes, and I know that there are so many players out there that went through stages of their career also, and I think I'm still young, so I've a lot of years hopefully in front of me. But obviously mentally it was tough, but I think I got the help from at home, from Arsenal, from the players, so everyone was lifting my spirits, and I then that's all I can do. I try to help the players also off the pitch, because I was at the training ground every day, and I saw them competing in the games in the stadium, and for me it was a joy to watch them.
Do you have full confidence that those injury problems are behind you now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm confident. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better. Obviously, things can always happen, but I'm feeling 100% ready to play games. I'm feeling fit, and I can't wait to help the team in the next couple of months.
Matt?
Hi, Kai. Can I ask you one about Victor? He's obviously had a lot of scrutiny on him this season, and maybe in your first season here, you had some questions too. Is that something you sort of speak to him about, giving him advice, and how do you think he's dealt with it all?
Yeah, of course, we speak about lots of things. In general, sometimes I don't think us as players, we understand the critics. I knew it from before, and I felt it myself when I came to England, first of all, and then when I came to Arsenal. You always need some time to adapt, but I felt, even though people saw him very critical in the first couple of months, I never saw it, because he's a player who helps the team in so many different aspects. And I think there's only a few players that, I don't know, score 30, 35 goals a season, and I think he's done amazingly this season, and he helped us a lot. And yeah, he's a top guy, and I'm sure he's also gonna score some more important goals in the next games.
James?
Hi, Kai. Since you come back, and in fact since you've been at Arsenal, we've seen you play a number of different positions. We've seen you in left 8, we've seen you as the 9, we've seen you as the 10. Obviously, you're happy to play wherever the coach asks you, but which is the position where you really feel most comfortable and that you give your best version of yourself?
I missed this question. I think I've got this a lot. I honestly, I can't answer it to you, because I've played. It started when I was here in Germany, in Leverkusen. I just played all the position up front, and I'm used to it. Also, when I was a academy player, I just played wherever the coach needed it to be. Sometimes, obviously, it's good. Sometimes it's bad. But for myself, honestly, it's the truth. Like, for me, I don't mind. I just want to be a threat in the box. Want to obviously score goals. Want to assist players, and I think that's also my biggest strength. To be present in the box. But I mean, I also played left back at the national team, so I think there's not a lot of positions left anymore, which I haven't played. So honestly, it's up to the coach.
And that time you had out last year. So that time you had out last year, did it give you a different perspective on the game, on your career, on how important it is to you? Do you think it gave you a different level of hunger now when you've come back?
Yeah, 100%. I think during these times, I think you or myself, I felt how much I missed being on the pitch, how much I missed being with the boys. That feeling that you have after games, being with the boys in the changing room. I missed it so much, and that's why also it was mentally so hard for me, because I couldn't be there. And then, I think it just gave me, as you said, new hunger. And I think honestly, I'm so happy just to be with them again and be on the pitch, be around them, and just, as I said, just help them to win games.
We're going to do last two in English, so Nick and then Simon. Is that right?
Hi, Kai. You've obviously won the Champions League with Chelsea, played a huge role in that success. I mean, what did you learn that season about what it takes and what's required to go the distance in this competition?
I think different things. I think obviously we had also lots of experienced players, the same as we have now. I think sometimes I think we had games where we needed a bit of luck as well. But at the end of the day, I think we just stood together as a group, and we started to go on a run, win games. And I don't know, I don't remember a lot about the games before the final, but I think it was always tough matches, always matches that were on the edge. And then we had just sometimes moments where we could lose the match, but also could win them. And we decided to win them always. And for me, obviously, it was a great experience to be in the final, to win that final, and to score. So it was top memories, and I just hope I can do it here as well with Arsenal now this season.
We'll do the last one at the back and then German.
Hi, I'm John Jackson from Tanzania. My question is, you're obviously not new to this competition. You won Champions League before. Do you see it coming home to Arsenal this year again with you?
Well, I hope so. I think at the moment we're at a stage where we basically look game by game, and for us, honestly, the most important game is tomorrow. And I know myself how tough Leverkusen is to beat, especially here at home. I think they're a very good team, a top manager. So all we think about is tomorrow, to win that game and then go home. And go for the next one on the weekend, Premier League again, and then face them on the second leg next week. So I think that's all we're thinking about now.
We'll finish with some German one at the back there. Yeah.
Hi Kai.
Okay. You and then we'll go behind you. That's fine.
Okay. Hi Kai. Willkommen zurück in Leverkusen. Simon Rolfes hat gesagt, wenn es um diese Double-Saison 2023-24 ging, dass der Ursprung darin lag, dein Transfer zum FC Chelsea damals. Was macht es mit dir, dass du auf diese Art und Weise auch Teil dieses Erfolgs hier warst?
Ich habe wirklich gar keinen Part daran. Also ich fühle mich sehr, sehr geehrt, dass er das sagt. Und hatte auch mit ihm davor schon drüber gesprochen und bin natürlich sehr, sehr dankbar. Aber da der ganze Erfolg geht an das Team vor 2 Jahren, an die Coaches, an die Spieler, an die Fans, an alle. Die haben sich das verdient. Und ich meine, als ich hier war, wusste ich, wie sehr dieser Verein so einen Titel verdient. Wir haben es zu der Zeit nicht geschafft, aber ich war umso glücklicher von zu Hause das Ganze zu sehen und freue mich unendlich für alle Beteiligten und glaube, für sie war es auf jeden Fall eine Saison, die nie wieder vergessen werden.
We'll go just behind you. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi Kai, willkommen zurück, auch von mir. Mit welchem Gefühl bist du heute an die Bayer Arena gefahren und kannst du verraten, wie viele Tickets du für Familie, für Freunde, für morgen besorgen musstest?
Zu der ersten Frage, Top-Gefühl. Also ich habe es gerade eben schon gesagt, für mich fühlt es sich an, als wäre ich gestern das letzte Mal hier gewesen. Ist jetzt knapp 6 Jahre her, aber ich war 10 Jahre hier, habe, ich glaube, 4 Jahre als Profi hier dabei sein dürfen. Und ja, als ich jetzt unten durch die Tür gegangen bin, hat es sich so angefühlt, als wäre es gestern gewesen, als ich das letzte Mal hier war. Deswegen, für mich ist es einfach top, hier zu sein. Klar, natürlich bin ich hier, um das Spiel zu gewinnen, um morgen mit einem Sieg nach Hause zu fahren. Und zu der zweiten Frage, ehrlicherweise dachte ich, es kämen mehr Anfragen, aber meine Familie ist hier, meine Frau, mein Sohn kommen aus England zuschauen. Und da hat der Simon mir ein paar gute Tickets geklärt, deswegen...
We'll do the last one just there. Sorry.
Ja, hi Kai, grüß dich. Du sitzt jetzt da auf einem Podium, wo du vor ganz vielen Jahren mal gesessen hast und der Verein dir hier das Stadion gezeigt hatte, als du noch kein Spieler von Bayer Leverkusen warst. Und deine Mutter hat damals gesagt zum Verein, wollen Sie meinen Sohn hier beeinflussen? Dann wurde dir das Trikot mit der Nummer 10 gegeben. Sind das auch so Erinnerungen? Denn in diesem Raum fing ja eigentlich alles an, wo du jetzt gerade bist.
Ja, es ging mir eben auch durch den Kopf. Ich habe mir das Foto nochmal angeschaut. Ja, es ist Wahnsinn. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie lange es jetzt her ist, aber wie du gesagt hast, ist einige Jahre her. Da saß ich hier und da haben die Männer mich versucht, davon überzeugen, hierher zu kommen. Ich habe gerade ehrlicherweise auch noch meinen ersten Trainer getroffen, Sławomir Czernecki. Und natürlich, klar, damals für meine Eltern war es eine Riesenentscheidung, den Sohn dann einfach mal mit 10, 11 Jahren eine Stunde von zu Hause weggehen zu lassen. Aber für mich war es die beste Entscheidung und wie gesagt, ich bin einfach nur dankbar, mit Leverkusen so tolle Jahre erlebt zu haben, dass sie mir das gegeben haben, wofür ich jahrelang gearbeitet habe und dafür werde ich dem Verein natürlich auch und dem Verantwortlichen für immer dankbar sein.
Cool. We'll end it there. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll come to you. If we're ready, we'll kick off with Alex from the BBC here. Thank you.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
Into the knockout stages of the Champions League, does the messaging to the players change at this point of the competition?
Yeah, obviously you start the second part of the campaign, and you know what is at stake. We start to play games when you are in or you are out. There is no margin for maneuver, and we're going to face a very difficult contest tomorrow against a really good team.
Can I just run through some fitness questions with you? So, some of the players. So Martin Odegaard, is he out or available?
Out, he's out, yeah.
And from the weekend, Leandro Trossard and Ricardo Calafiori had to come off early. Are they available?
Yeah, those two are a possibility that they are available, and we will see tomorrow how we use them.
And then I'll do it in the pairs they play. William Saliba and Gabriel.
Yes.
They're both available. And Declan Rice and Martin Zubimendi.
Yes.
Perfect. And you have a 100% win record in the Champions League. In other sports, you have to win every game to lift the trophy. Is that something you can challenge this group of players with?
Yeah, the only thing you can take it is game by game and try to tomorrow be better than the opposition and then the right to win. We always talk about that. Obviously, we're playing so many games in different competitions. In the next 3 games, we're going to play in 3 different competitions, completely different opponents. You have to adapt to that. You have to, very early in the match, understand what the game is going to require, adapt to it, and be better than them.
In this competition, Miles Lewis-Skelly started 6 of the 8 games in this competition, but found it a bit harder to start in the Premier League. I think he started 1. What is the reason for that? And because of last season, have you had to manage his expectations a little bit during this campaign?
Yeah, every season is different. He had very good moments in the season. He had other moments when he hasn't played being that much. Obviously, a few days ago in the FA Cup, he was suspended and he could not play. So there are various reasons, sometimes as well. The good form of your teammates. There's a lot of factors that contribute to that, but he's doing well.
James, ESPN.
Hi, Mikel. 2 years ago at this stage, we were talking about this team not having won a knockout game for, I think it was 13 years. Last season, we were talking about them not winning a semi-final for 16 years.
Right.
Do you think this team's in a different place now, that it sort of belongs at this level? You've kind of established yourself at the business end of this competition.
I believe so, but this is football and you have to show it tomorrow night. And in order to do that, you have to be so clear what the game is going to demand, and you need to perform on the day. Champions League, it's about the day, and within that day, there are moments, and you have to be better than that opponent.
Do you sense it from the squad, though, that sort of mentally they're sort of better prepared, they kind of feel they belong at this level now?
Well, so they certainly have more experiences in the competition, because when I joined in, they were a big part of the team, never played in this competition. So that's obviously something that is necessary, like in any other competition, and they understand it better. Now we have to perform.
Simon the Sun.
Mikel, just on that, do you feel like they learned a lot from last season's Champions League run and the one before? I remember last year you spoke about PSG and the number of times they'd not made it. Do you feel like the squad have learned a lot from last season they can take into this run now?
Yes, you learn about the things that you did well and the reason why you are there, and the things that you can improve. But then every game and every time will be so specific that it's so difficult to replicate. You can have set some memories, but actually you have to apply your learnings in that moment. And that window is very small, and you have to be very efficient.
We obviously saw the FA Cup draw the other night, which I think in the fan base has sort of stirred up talk of the quadruple again. Is that something you encourage your players to talk about, or do you sort of say, look, don't talk about this?
No, I don't use that phrase, don't talk about it. I don't know why they talk about it when I'm not there, but we all know the difficulty of every competition. Start tomorrow. We are changing from competition to competition every 3 days, and so far we've done so well, and we need to continue to do that.
James, Athletic.
Hi, Mikel. We just had Kai in here talking about this club where he spent so much of his young life and his career. I just wondered, how much did you see of Kai when he was here at Bayer Leverkusen, and what were your impressions of him as a young player?
Well, not too much, to be fair, because in our league and with the amount of games that we play, we don't have much time to analyze an individual player in a different country. But I did spoke to him. He spent 10 incredible years here the way he talks about the club, the people here, the culture, what he's learned, and how part this journey was for him to continue his next chapter in England was capital. And yeah, a lot of learnings, and I'm glad to see how people receiving the moment he's walking around the building, and I'm not surprised.
And obviously he had some minutes at the weekend. How confident and happy are you that he's really approaching this run in his best condition?
Yeah, now it's been 3 weeks that he had total consistency in terms of training, preparation, and game time, and we're going to continue to load that because we know how Kai can impact this team.
Nick from Sky.
Kai spoke as well about how difficult the last year has been with his injuries. I mean, what's it been like to manage him during this period? You know, if you had to pick him up, has it been something you've had to pay a lot of attention to, even while he's been out?
Yeah, it's been something new for him. When you look at his injury record, it's just blank. You know, he never had a muscle injury, and last year he had his hamstring injury that required the surgery, and then the knee injury. So it's been a tough period, but as well a lot of great things happen in his private life as well. And when you talk about 15, 20 years career, you're going to have to go, unfortunately, most likely through these moments. And if there is a person that has the right combination of humbleness, patience, and love for the game and a competitive edge, that's certainly Kai. And he had difficult moments, but that's why we are here, and all his teammates and family are there. And now he needs to really enjoy all the work that he's put in to see the results at the end of the season.
Isan, Daily Mail.
Hi, Mikel. With the Champions League, we get to see a few minutes of the open training sessions before match day. Obviously, today there was a clip of you slapping Declan Rice's back. And in these training sessions, there's often a lot of giggles, a lot of camaraderie. What's the kind of rationale behind doing all that, those kind of things?
They very gently suggested that we have to go through that because of something that happened a few days ago. A bit of banter, a bit of fun, and they were right to do it.
No, I'm not meaning that specific example. I'm just saying in general, in these sessions, there seems to be a lot of you or Heinz are getting involved, quite a lot of fun. Yeah. What's the impact of doing that?
It's the interaction that we have with the players. We love, as I start working with them, I think that feeling is from both sides because they know, I think, how much we care about them, and the level of demands go very closely with the level of support that they get, and I think the better that connection is, I think the bigger the chance is to achieve what we want.
And in some ways, does that show the camaraderie that is around this team and you guys in this present moment?
Sorry?
Does it show the camaraderie and togetherness of the team?
I don't know. That's a part probably that you guys can see, but there is so much that has going on every single day. Some beautiful moments, some others that are very tough as well. But yeah, the objective that we have is clear. We have a fantastic group of people to do it, and obviously a fantastic group of players.
Okay, we'll do the last few now. Gentleman with the cap at the back there.
Hi. Oh, thank you. Arsenal are flying high, doing very well in the Premier League, and playing brilliant football in the Champions League. The fans are dreaming again. But they've lived through these moments before, where everything looked possible, but somehow slipped away. As the leader of this project, do you sometimes harbor this fear that everything could somehow slip away, or you genuinely feel that this group of players could write a different story for Arsenal Football Club?
I live the present, and I prepare to what I expect and what I feel every single day with optimism, putting everything that I have and trying to transmit and inspire those players to feel the same way. And then this is football. We have to do it. There is so much to do. It's a lot that we have done, but the important part is coming now, and it starts tomorrow.
Okay, and finally the gentleman there at the back.
Patrick Scherer, Kölner Stadtanzeiger. Hi, Mikel. A good friend of yours, Xabi Alonso, had a very successful time here in Leverkusen. So my question is, did you talk to him about what you have to expect here tomorrow?
I didn't want to put him in that position, and I don't think it would have been fair. Obviously, I have spoken a lot, and I admire incredibly what he did for this football club with this group of players, because it was something historic and unique. But no. I haven't had the courage probably to speak to him and put him in that situation, because I know how he's feeling about the club, and as well because I think we have 2 players as well that they've been with this club recently, with this team, and they give us quite a lot of information.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow night.
Thank
guys.
you.